What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Coach Smelley Show on the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, live in the Radio Alabama studios as Coach Smelley and I recap last week's 35-7 win against the Hopeful Bulldogs. Coach, number one, heck of an environment, even after the rain delay. A lot went into this win, a lot of adversity. Your quick thoughts on last week's game?
Yeah, I agree. It was a great environment, great night. There's so many different groups that are working hard all through the summer, all through the fall, getting ready for the first football game. And so when you get the football team, the band, the cheerleaders, the dance team, all those groups, really I've been impressed with all of them in the way that they're all pursuing excellence and trying to do things the right way. And we even had a fantastic pep rally on Friday. And so our students were excited. And so there's a lot of people in the stands. And we were excited about kicking off the season. And, there's always some extra nerves for that first game as coaches, as players. And so I was very happy with the guys and the way that we played.
Going into week one, what was your expectation? What did you want to see from your team? I know we ran the football well. We handed it off a lot. Is that something that you were trying to focus on? What did you want to see from your group?
Yeah, we wanted to establish physicality. That was a big part of what we had really preached all through fall camp. We had a very, very physical fall camp, did a lot of tackling, a lot of best on best. And so to see some of that sort of show up, our offensive line had 20 pancakes in the game, which was when an offensive lineman puts a defensive lineman on his back, essentially. And that's a much larger number than we saw on a regular basis last year. We did get all of our offensive linemen back from last year's team. They were all underclassmen, all of our starters. And so it was good to see that group. I thought Zakorian had some burst runs in high school football, and really at any level. You've got to be able to have the ability to make those big plays. And Zakorian certainly gives you that opportunity. And then defensively, we wanted to be very physical. We didn't know what kind of offense we were going to see out of Hopeful. They mixed it up and did some different things. And I thought that our coaches did a really good job of having our kids prepared. And then we also showed a lot of physicality on defense, having 11 hats flying to the ball, and very pleased with that.
Offensively, you just mentioned it. I mean, you ran the ball so well, but defensively, coming out against a team where you weren't really sure what they were going to run offensively, to be able to stop the run the way that your defensive line did. I feel like defense not a question mark coming into the year, but if you were at a lot of practices, the offense looked really good. Sometimes our defense had some ups and downs, but in this game, very consistent, especially stopping the Hopeful run.
Yeah, very evenly played. We sort of knew that Hopeful was going to run the veer, which is a kind of an old school style of offense that you don't see very often in high school football, and it's very hard to showcase that in practice when you've got scout team guys trying to give the look of a team that's going to be doing it on Friday night and has been putting in a lot of work on it. And so hats off to our scout team. They did a really, really good job. And because of that style of offense, we had to have a pretty physical practice last week. And so we had some of our running backs that just were getting pounded and pounded and pounded because we were trying to teach our defensive ends to squeeze hard and to take the running back. And so, it really was a team effort. It's not just the 11 guys that are out at any given moment on a Friday night that contribute to a win. It's all the guys throughout the week. And we did a good job being a great team and being good teammates throughout the week preparing for this game.
Coach, everybody always wants to ask about the quarterback. First-year starter Jasper Jacks, in my opinion, played pretty well in this game, played inside of the offense. What did you see from your quarterback?
I thought he controlled the game really well. He's not a guy that gets rattled very easily, and he's going to need to continue to do that as the season progresses and our opponents pick up and we get into region play. But he managed the game very well. He made good decisions, he got the ball to playmakers. In particular, the first touchdown pass that he had to Juice was really impressive. He got outside the pocket, made a guy miss, took a hit, delivered a good throw, and so Jasper's been doing a really good job.
Looking ahead now this week as we get ready for Munford, or have been preparing for the Munford Lions, a team, again, that we don't know a lot about. I don't think they played a spring game. They did not play last week, if I'm not mistaken. So you're kind of going into this game as well with a little bit of unknown, this time on the road.
Yep, here we are, second week, not really knowing what to expect necessarily from Munford. Now, one thing I do know is that people in this area view this kind of as a rivalry game. The last time we played them, I think, was 6 years ago. The game went into overtime, and Sylacauga came out on top. It was a one-score game the year before that. And so, you know that you're going to get a team's best when you're playing another Talladega County school. It's also their season opener, first home game, all that kind of stuff. And so we're expecting their best shot, and we know we're going to have to go play good football to win it. Regardless of the opponent, where do you want to see your team improve the most last week to this week? Yeah, I mean, you want to take a big jump from game 1 to game 2. It's first time, all the stuff that you've been working on all year, first time really putting it together. And so you want to see a big jump. So we want to be really sound. We want to execute. I think Friday night we could have done a better job of finishing plays offensively. There's a little thing that we do, we call the Aggie team maxims. And one of the things, and I think it was developed by Coach Blackman years ago, one of the things in there is hold a block for 6 seconds. I felt like there was times where offensively we didn't block for 6 seconds. And, maybe part of that was you might not do it as much in practice or the whistle gets blown earlier. And so we want to see all of our guys really play through the whistle Friday night. Quickly, a middle school and JV rundown. A lot of people always ask, what's the middle school doing? JV, they did play this week. Give us a rundown on those. Yeah, it was awesome, and I was fired up. Our middle school game, our team beat Clay Central. First time that the middle school has ever beat Clay Central in football. Shut them out 18-0. And, very promising young group that we've got down there. And they've kind of got a total package. They've got a nice-looking offensive line, some kids that can run. Showed a lot of toughness, played very physical, so that was very exciting to see. All right, Coach, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be in the film room. Coach Smelley is going to take us through 3 plays from last week that helped the Aggies get a 35-7 win over the Hopewell Bulldogs, and then we'll close things out as we get ready for Munford on Friday night.
There's nothing quite like being part of the Aggie community. The traditions, the competition, and the people who come together to support Sylacauga make every season special. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union is proud to support Sylacauga athletics and proud to be part of the community the Aggies call home. Here's to another great season for all of your Sylacauga student athletes. Go Aggies! Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, where you belong.
Your future can start right here at Central Alabama Community College. Whether you're preparing for a career, earning a degree, learning a skilled trade, or planning to transfer to a 4-year university, Central Alabama Community College can help you take the next step. With affordable tuition, convenient locations, and programs designed for today's workforce, there's a path waiting for you. Learn more and get started today at cacc.edu. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Whether you're recovering from an injury, getting back in the game, or simply looking to move without pain, Star Physical Therapy is here to help. Todd Malone, certified physical therapist and athletic trainer, provides personalized care designed to help you recover safely and reach your goals. From athletes to active adults, every patient receives expert treatment and one-on-one attention in a welcoming environment. Star Physical Therapy, where you don't have to be a star to be treated like one.
At Marble City Pharmacy, you're more than a customer. You're family. Locally owned by Jared and Jacob Johnson, Marble City Pharmacy is proud to provide personalized pharmacy care with the hometown service you deserve. They also offer a unique gift shop filled with great finds, plus a wide selection of over-the-counter medications and everyday health essentials. Whether you're filling a prescription, shopping for a gift, or picking up what you need to feel your best, Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Celebrate Sylacauga pride with the S Club. We're a community of former athletes and supporters dedicated to preserving tradition, funding scholarships, and building a strong future for Sylacauga High School athletics. From reunions to fundraising, the S Club connects generations of Aggies while giving back to today's student athletes. Be a part of the legacy. Join the Sylacauga S Club and help keep Aggie pride alive. Visit AggieSClubAlumni.com today to sign up and make a difference.
This is Sylacauga Mayor Matt Hubbard. High school sports brings our community together and teach young people teamwork, discipline, and pride. I invite everyone to fill the stands and support our student athletes, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders. Your support makes a difference both on and off the field. Let's stand together for our schools, our students, and our community. Have a great season and go Aggies!
Welcome back, everybody, to the Coach Smelley Show on the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. as we take you into the film room as Coach Chris Smelley breaks down 3 plays for the Aggies that helped us to a 35-7 win over the Hopeville Bulldogs. Coach, it was an explosive night for your team offensively, putting together some long runs, Jasper Jacks keeping plays alive. Just a fun night of offensive football, and we have some defense in here for the people that like that side of the football as well.
All right, so here on our first play, it is 3rd down, and we're running a little sprint out pass to our right. And, it's football. So, you've got a plan of how you want it to look and how you want it to execute, and it doesn't always happen like that. You got to have playmakers that are going to step up and make plays. As you see Jasper here, he brings Tyler Tarpley in motion. He rolls to the right. We're working a little concept here, trying to convert and get the first down. And Jasper does a really good job of making a guy miss, keeping a play alive. I don't like the ball security necessarily, was a conversation I had with Jasper, but sometimes you just got to be an athlete. He avoided a free rusher, and they lost Juice here in the backfield. And Juice was able to kind of just find open grass, which you do sometimes. He backpedals, goes and gets the ball, scoots across the end zone. So,
what do you think about
good first opening drive and way to finish for us there?
Talked to Juice this week, Coach. He did have a pretty solid little dance on this one, but he did get us 15 yards here early.
Yeah, it's you're seeing it more and more. Guys being able to celebrate. Back when I played in high school, you couldn't do anything after a play, and now they sort of allow a little bit, but he sort of went a little too far there, and so we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
So how about this? People were saying, after every stoppage of the game, the Aggies came out and scored a touchdown. So the game started, we scored a touchdown, come out after the rain delay, touchdown Aggies, and then you told your team at halftime you were not happy with how they finished the half, at least offensively. You gathered your offense before you even went into the locker room, and then they came out and answered.
Yeah, so, about the last 2 drives of the second quarter, we just kind of got a little complacent and nonchalant. We weren't being as physical as we needed to and establishing the line of scrimmage. So that was basically our talk at halftime. It's not about the score. It's not about the opponent. It's about us playing our style of football and what we know we're capable of. So we come out here, first play of the second half. We run a little outside zone concept. And Zakorian does not need much. Okay, this is a play that there's no gap. It could hit anywhere. It could hit wide. It could cut back. You just sort of play off the feel and how the defense is moving around. And so they sort of get us outside leveraged here. Zakorian puts his foot in the ground and goes downhill, and you see him just knife straight through the defense. And Zakorian's got that ability to break those long runs. Very athletic, very explosive. And so setting the tone to start the third quarter was a big play.
We were talking on the broadcast, Coach. You got these 2 guys right here make it 3, 4, 5 yards. Landon Crocker 10 yards, and there's nobody to block. That's got to be a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, to have big explosive plays, you got to have guys that are moving past the front level to just the defensive line and continuing to block. And it doesn't have to be big explosive blocks. Jaquan Nunn right there just kind of got a hand on their safety as he was coming in. If you get a hand on somebody and we got Zakorian running full speed, it's going to be tough for that guy to make the tackle.
And then on defense, Coach, you were talking about the defense earlier in the show, just really dominated the line of scrimmage. I think right here you have a big 3rd down in the game. It's 21-0. It's still, not on the brink, but you really want to take control, and you get a big play from your defense here.
Yeah, 3rd down's your money down, okay? We're kind of playing soft in the secondary. Hopeville is mostly a run team, but it's up front getting penetration and holding gaps that you want to see. That's what's going to win or lose ball games when you play a good football team. And honestly here, we got 3 or maybe even 4 guys that basically defeat their block right at the line of scrimmage. We've got a lot of hats flying to the ball and then playing physical, rallying to the ball. So you see the initial punch that we get off the ball, kind of swap the line of scrimmage with the offensive line, and then you see multiple guys flying to the ball, being very physical, exciting to see. You challenge guys on 3rd down, that's the money down, and not just stopping them, but also knocking them backwards for about a 4-yard loss.
So, Coach, another big game. The Aggies looking to start 2-0 for back-to-back seasons right here with a game at Munford on Friday night. Your final thoughts before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we want to take a big step forward. We did some good things in the game. There were some periods where we got a little bit lackluster, and so our goal for Friday night is to play a complete game. You don't want to be your best right now. You're not going to be your best at the beginning of the season. You want to continue to build and build and build, so we want to keep taking that step forward this week.
Awesome, Coach. This has been the Coach Smelley Show at Sylacauga at Munford, Friday night at 7 o'clock in Munford. Our coverage on the Aggie Sports Network starts at 6 o'clock. You can watch live on YouTube, on SylacaugaAggies.com and also on the all-new Sylacauga Aggies app available in the Google Play Store and the App Store. We'll see you on Friday night.